It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Cousins on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Rolling to his left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Daniel Jones, 22 yards. And the Colts have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing Jones. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Colts are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. On the move past the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try it?
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have cut the lead back down to 2. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside of the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
Yeah, he had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Jones. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Following the interception, Cousins. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw again on second down. Jones. That one complete down the field to Smith. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jones. On first down, rolling to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The tight end in motion right. Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And that's into the hands of Eckler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line. Out of his end zone, Cousins. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Jones now throwing on first down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing again on second down. Jones. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Caught by Wilson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Chris Jones is one of the best defensive linemen in the NFL, and I think he's at his best when he plays defensive tackle. Consistently gets to the quarterback, 9 sacks in 2021.
After the sack on first down, Jones. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Austin Eckler halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Play action now. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Cousins. Open man downfield is Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's IcYy again. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run out of the gun with IcYy. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. IcYy, they run left side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A handoff, it's IcYy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Toss left to Elliott. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Tenth carry now for Elliott. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.